humid. We had dense fog this morning. Quite frankly, our high temperatures have been a lot more like late April than what we expect to see in early January. A live look outside over Galveston, Moody Garden. Not seeing any problems with sea fog right now, but we have been getting reports that the seawall has been seeing patchy dense fog. So if you're down on the island, know that fog is going to be possible every day until that front passes through on Friday. Right now, temperature is 75 on the island, 80 here in Houston. Our record today is 81, so we are coming pretty close. Otherwise, dew points in the mid 60s. This indicates muggy, warm, humid conditions. And as we head through the afternoon, temperatures once again slow to cool down, only dropping to 72 by 7 o'clock. Through the overnight hours, once again, we're expecting to see patchy, dense fog, but big changes are coming. We're talking about a cold front that's going to bring a storm threat on Friday, but the big deal, we're talking a weekend cool down. Andy, I've got much more on our winter weather coming up. Not feel like early January. Live look from the Houston Zoo where you can see the flamingos just splashing around in their pool, and it really does feel more like late April or early May because we've got temperatures currently sitting in the upper 70s and lower 80s right now. 80 degrees in Sugar Land, 81 in El Campo. For our friends out in Katy, 79 degrees. So a very warm afternoon. Winds are steadily coming from the Gulf, sustained about 5 to 15 miles per hour. That's helping increase our humidity, which is why it is muggy, it's warm. And as we head into the next 2 days, we're actually going to see enough humidity that on Thursday we'll start to see some light rain showers possible. Nothing too dramatic. We're just talking a few sprinkles. Accumulation tomorrow, less than 1/10 of an inch. It's not until Friday that we'll start to see those rain chances really ramp up. In fact, we're talking thunderstorms as a cold front sweeps through. That'll drop temperatures into the 50s by Saturday. But before we bask in the cool weather, let's talk about that storm threat on Friday, because the Storm Prediction Center has put all of southeast Texas underneath a marginal threat for strong storms. This means our threat is low. It's a level 1 on a scale of 5, with our primary concern being damaging winds. But just make sure you stay weather aware on Friday. Have a way to get weather information. And if you've got outdoor plans, have an indoor backup option. Future Track is going to show you some light rain showers on Thursday, but then the front starts to pass through Friday afternoon. Right now, our timing looks to be around 2 p.m., but it is possible that can shift back. Some of our models are suggesting that this cold front may be slowing down. Regardless of when the storms come, though, our cooler weather, that'll be settling in by Saturday, and by Sunday morning for the Chevron Houston Marathon, weather looks absolutely wonderful. 42 degrees to start, with winds coming from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It is going to feel a bit cooler. Temperatures will feel like the upper 30s, so perhaps a throwaway jacket, but by 10 a.m., 50 degrees, a cool, crisp marathon we're forecasting. Our pollen report today now showing tree pollen and mold spores, similar to what we saw this morning. In fact, fog, that's been a concern by the coast through the entire day, but right now, no problems out at Moody Garden. But do know once we get past 10 p.m. this evening, once again, we are expecting to see that dense fog push further inland. As for our temperatures, well, another warm one. High temperatures reaching the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Katy reaching 81 degrees here in Houston. So far, our official high is 80, putting us just 1 degree shy of our record high 81. Otherwise, it is a humid day out there. Dew points, which measures the amount of moisture in our atmosphere, sitting in the upper 60s, which means a muggy night ahead. That's going to prevent us from cooling too efficiently. So the jogging forecast only has us dropping through the 70s. But let me tell you, if you're jogging in the Houston Marathon, it's going to be in the lower 40s. Bill, I've got more on our weekend cool down coming up. So believe it or not, temperatures right now still in the 80s, 80 degrees here in Sharpstown. Winds are coming from the south at about 11 miles per hour. That's helping increase our humidity, but It just really feels like late April, early May. Temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s right now. 81 for our friends out in Tomball. Winds consistently coming from the coast, sustained about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now, as we head through this evening, you'll notice temperatures not cooling down very efficiently. In fact, by 9 o'clock, still going to be sitting in the upper 60s. This is actually closer to what our high temperature should be. We expect to be in the upper 60s this time of year. Now, overnight lows, that's actually going to be sitting in the mid to upper 60s. So waking up tomorrow morning, it's going to be a mild start, another day with dense patchy fog expected. I fully expect to see another fog advisory issued likely by 11 p.m. this evening. Now, over the next 3 days, you're going to see some changes finally moving in Thursday and Friday. Still going to be on the warm side. By Saturday, the cool air moves in, but let's talk about those rain chances first. Thursday, a 20% chance, primarily being for light rain showers. Friday is when we have a thunderstorm threat. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has already placed southeast Texas underneath a low threat for severe weather. This means it's not going to be anything widespread, but we could see an isolated strong storm or two, with damaging winds being our primary concern. So let me show you that future track, starting with our light rain showers possible tomorrow. Not going to be a very dramatic rain shower. We're talking light sprinkles, accumulation going to be less than 1/10 of an inch. It's not until Friday that we'll start to see that front move in, passing through the I-35 corridor early Friday morning, rolling through the Houston area likely in the afternoon into the early evening, and then behind that front, that's when we've got much cooler weather funneling in. In fact, this year's marathon so much better